Good morning, my lovelies. My word of today is experience. Experience. So I haven't got I'm not holding the camera today. I've perched it on a box of tissues. So I've got my tea and I've got all my cushions. So I'm all cozy. It's going to be a long one. um, so my word of today is experience, and this is probably day 45, 46 of these little videos. And it occurred to me yesterday that I've been whittering on all to you all, and that maybe you don't really know about my experience and the experience of the people that I've learnt from. I've been so fortunate, having a great load of leaders and teachers in my life, and what counselling's all about, really. So I thought I'd talk about a little bit about some of the people that I've learnt from today, and just to give you a bit of an idea of how I got into counselling and what it means if anybody's interested in being a counsellor, because a couple of people have said to me that it's something that they've often wanted to explore. So I started counselling, about 16 years ago. Prior to that, I did a training course, HND, at Eastleigh College over a 3-year period, and I met some amazing students. We were a real tight-knit team, and I'm so lucky to say a lot of them are still my friends now, and I'm still learning from them. It was a really wonderful experience to learn to be a counsellor with people that I respected, and basically held my hand all the way through it, and hopefully I did theirs too. Being a counsellor means that you explore a lot of your own inner stuff, and that can be quite challenging at times. So if anybody is thinking of being a counsellor or training, be prepared for a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. It's quite a tough journey, but really, really worthwhile. And how can you actually sit and listen to other people's stories if you haven't actually had the process yourself? So part of training to be a counsellor is you have to have therapy. You have to have your own therapy. And I think I did about 30 hours of one-to-one therapy. And then you also have to do 100 hours face-to-face counselling practice, volunteer counselling practice, and I was so fortunate. I managed to get into Southampton University, and I volunteered there for 2 years. I was one of their student placements for 2 years, where I learnt the trade. I was an apprentice, and I learnt to counsel staff and students at Southampton University. And once again, I had an amazing supervisor who taught me challenged me, really challenged me, challenged the work I was doing. And I had we had to work in teams. We do face-to-face with clients on our own, obviously, but I was paired with another trainee counsellor, and he was just amazing. He was fabulous. So 2 years there, really learning the basics of the trade, and lots of pitfalls. And, the Southampton University counselling team was just were incredible. It's so involved, the training there, and it really kept me on track. And then after that, I went to a rape crisis centre, and I volunteered there for a year. And once again, I had to have 100 hours training over I think it was over probably about 8 or 9 weeks, and boy, was it tough. It was the hardest thing I think I've ever done. So, and then I did some work on the telephones, and I can still remember the phone calls, my first phone calls on the rape crisis line. I don't think I'll ever forget them. And once again, the training there and the support was amazing. So that was really fortunate. So what I'm trying to say is all these people around me were throwing their knowledge into me, and I was a bit like a sponge and just lapped it up. And it prepares you later on to face your own demons, I suppose, when you've done these kind of work. So if anybody is thinking of doing like a basic counselling course. I would really encourage them, because just 4 weeks can transform your life, really, because you learn so much about yourself. So then I went to Jane Scarf House, and goodness me, boy was I lucky. I worked with some amazing befrienders there, and they taught me so much. Absolutely. Although I'd been counselling for a few years, I was still a fledgling, really, and I'd never worked in end of life or cancer. Excuse me. So I was scared. I was really scared to start that post and to do that work. But it was, I sat with some of these wonderful befrienders, and they really taught me an awful lot. And of course, the person that took me on was the founder of Jane Scarf House. And I was her apprentice, and she just taught me everything she knew. And I'm so, so grateful to her. So, so grateful to her. So counselling is a long process. To become a counsellor is a long, long process, and it takes a lot of I suppose inner stuff, inner strength to keep on going, and to be able to sit with people's difficulties. And I just thought I'd share a little bit about how I got into counselling and what it meant to me, really, because I've been wittering on, and I thought, well, it's about time I really one of the things about being a counsellor is about being congruent and about being authentic and showing who you are. And in the counselling session, obviously, you share your professional side, but you never share who you are, because you're there for the client. And I just thought it'd be nice for people to know a little bit more about me and a bit more about my experience. So I don't really know how to end this, really, because my last position, which unfortunately stopped quite quickly due to circumstances, was at Rainbow Trust, and I was supporting families with babies in the intensive care unit. So once again, 6 months of in-depth training and working with families that have been traumatised. And my manager there, Dawn, another earth angel, is so. I suppose what I'm saying is, look to the people around you, look to the experience around you, because people don't share their experience. They don't tell you the troubles they've had in their life and the knowledge that they've got. So when you're going through little difficulties and you're wanting to share with somebody, ask them about themselves, ask them about what their experience is, ask about their knowledge, because they might have little gems of gold that are just perfect for you. So I'm going to stop wittering on again now. I'm going to drink my tea. And I'm sending you lots of love, and keep strong, guys, and keep the faith. Lots of love. Bye.